Welcome to episode 1046, Rinat Akmetov, Richest Man in Ukraine. This is an outline of episode 1046. Let us meet Akhmatov.
Вот я к вам пришел, почему вы такие обманщики? Вас с наступающим Новым годом. Всех хочу поздравить. Вот вы кричали, что я прячусь в Лондоне. И обманываете людей, это некрасиво. Вот я просто вам хочу сказать. У меня всегда санкции. Для меня самая большая санкция — это тогда, когда я не смогу ходить по этой родине, по Донецкой земле. И не смогу вместе с вами дышать этим воздухом. Вы патриот, правильно? Я патриот нашего. Поэтому, ребятки, вы приходите, показываете.
He was born in Donetsk, Ukraine in 1966. His father is a coal miner. His mother is a cleaner. He was a minority in Russia. He is an ethnic Volga Tartar and a practicing Suni Muslim. In his 20s, he was a protege of Akhat Bragin, an older Tartar gangster who was president of football club Shakhtar Donetsk.
Of the vast mineral wealth in the east of the country. Akhat Bragin, known as Alec the Greek, was a feared man and head of the so-called Donetsk clan, making him the region's godfather. By 1995, he was arguably the most powerful, influential and feared man in eastern Ukraine. He was also crazy about Shakhtar Donetsk, who he bankrolled, but the club would also be the death of him. Before a game at the Shakhtar Municipal Stadium, a huge bomb was detonated, killing him and 5 bodyguards.
The year was 1995. Akhmatov was 29, and after the assassination of Bragin, he became president of the football club.
Still, Rinat Akmetov was a young protege, and it was he who ended up acquiring much of his vast business empire, as well as Shakhtar Donetsk.
Next, setting up Prime Minister Victor Yanukovych.
In 2005, Manafort traveled to Ukraine and began working for its wealthiest man, Rinat Akmetov. Akhmetov and his fellow oligarchs had a problem. A popular uprising had swept the country, and their party was out of power. Manafort and his associate Rick Gates were hired to rebuild the party and salvage the career of former Prime Minister Victor Yanukovych. Time, later published by WikiLeaks, Ambassador Herbst was less diplomatic about Manafort's new clients, writing, "Ex-PM Yanukovych's Party of Regions is working to change its image from that of a haven for mobsters into that of a legitimate political party."
Paul Manafort was successful.
The Senate also pardoned Paul Manafort, his former campaign chairman, convicted of hiding millions of dollars in income from political consulting that he did for the pro-Russian government in Ukraine.
Now, Akhmatov became the richest man in Ukraine at the age of 54.
In coal and coke, and spent the money on assets that no one wanted to buy, he said in a rare interview with the Ukrainian press, denying that he was involved with organized crime. It was a risk, but it was worth it.
Money outside of the sporting world, but he owns Ukraine's largest football club, which, however, didn't qualify in Brazil. Like I was saying, he's made his billions outside of the sporting world. He controls nearly half of Ukraine's steel, coal and electricity production in Ukraine, an empire that he's built almost entirely himself, Harsha.
And during the Ukrainian civil war, he sided with Kiev and not with the separatists in Donetsk.
While he is seen as being very close to the recently ousted Ukrainian president, he was in the news of late because he called upon his employees to boycott pro-Russian separatists, saying that such a move would really only lead to loss of jobs.
In 2021, Rinat Akmetov, age 54, with a net worth of $7.6 billion, is the richest man in Ukraine. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave your questions and comments below. My next video will be Rinat Akmetov, 8 lessons. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.